Was Abraham Lincoln a president?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was just a publical figure.
Welcome back to Delulu Diaries, where the timelines don't match, but the receipts always do. Today I'm here with Mr. Delulu.
God help us all.
And I also have Puppy Delulu in here, so if you hear any weird noises in the background or jingling, that's the dog. But today we're going to be going over the entire June timeline. So, do you remember where we left off in May?
There was some drama with her Discord, and then I guess she's on TikTok now.
Okay, yeah, I remember exactly where we were left off then. So the Discord stuff was involving like inappropriate behavior going on with minors, and so Amber finally decided that it might be a smart idea to shut that down. So that's shut down now. And it has been reported to the authorities, like multiple different versions of authorities. So as far as I know, people are looking into it right now, but we haven't really heard anything else on that for a while. And then regarding her TikTok, after we filmed our last video, she ended up taking a really long hiatus. So that was kind of annoying because she just wasn't posting anywhere. She wasn't on YouTube. She wasn't on TikTok. Like, she just wasn't working. She had a Cameo set up, but she would wait until the last minute. So on Cameo, you get 7 days to fulfill a request. And she would literally wait until the 7th day and then do all of the requests that she had gotten for that week. And she didn't even like get dolled up or put on makeup or anything like that. Sometimes she would have her eyeliner, but her hair was always in the poop bun. And like she clearly hadn't like showered or put any effort into her outfits. It was so bad.
Yeah, but how are you gonna say dolled up for someone like that though? I mean, like, come on. Lipstick on a pig is low-hanging fruit here, but...
Well, I'm just saying, like, she literally had one request where the person... Keep in mind, her cameos, I think the lowest price we've seen in recent history is $50. And they're usually about a minute and a half long.
Who the hell's paying for this shit?
That's what I'm saying. So she had one girl pay $50 to her to say, oh my gosh, Amber, I love you, and you're, like, amazing. We don't get to see what the request says, but... based on the context of what she said, she was like, thank you so much for all the compliments and the support. That means so much to me that you'd reach out to, you know, give me well wishes, basically. So they paid her $50 to give her well wishes. And then Amber goes, oh, I wish I was dressed better for this. Like, as if she could
like
do
you're
that.
not the one in control of these things. All right, whatever.
It's not a phone call. You can just get dressed up. So that tells you right there, even for the most devoted Am baby, because like, you can see them before you start, you know what I mean? Like, she could have just hit re-record and gone and, like, did her hair at least. Because she had it in, like, not only the poop bun, but it was, like, not even a nice one. It was, like, super flyaway and not, like, a cute, I'm going on a run girl way. Like, it was just bad. Like, I haven't left my bed in a week way.
Poop bun.
Oh, it was so frustrating.
That ain't classy.
So then, stepping away from Amber drama for just a quick second, there's this other girl, Zio. Do you know anything about her?
Nope.
So, remember when we had discussed that Tommy was looking at pictures of women bigger than Amber?
Oh, other fat girls, yeah.
On oxygen tanks?
Mm-hmm.
That was Zio.
Ugh, okay.
And so, Zio...
So there's, like, a named e-celeb or internet celebrity that's just so huge she's on an oxygen tank?
Yeah, but like D-list. Like if Amber was like a C-list celebrity, Zio is like lower.
Oh, I'd hope so. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying because there's other girls of like Foodie Beauty and Quirky Love Rosie are more popular than Amber right now.
Are they? Okay.
Amber's kind of falling off, and Zio is like a fringe celebrity.
Huh.
So
why is she a celebrity then?
Well, so basically what had happened was there's this...
All right, real quick. Is this something I want to know?
No, but it is something you have to know.
All right.
So basically what happened is there's this group of people... I don't even know how to start this. Okay, so there's one guy who is obviously a member of Emily's community. And he somehow has this giant, like, mansion of a house. It's got a bunch of bedrooms and stuff like that. And during the pandemic, he decided to start a Discord where he was like, oh, if you're extra large, this is a safe space for you to come and you're not going to be judged for your body or whatever.
No way he's... Well, all right. I think I know where you're going with this.
So he sets this up and then he starts planning events after, obviously, is done. And basically he invites these women to his house. Zio, along with like 8 or 9 other women, to my knowledge, there's a documentary on it, but I don't have access to the documentary, and I'm sorry, I'm not paying $10 to watch a bunch of fat ladies sit in this guy's house. He's a fucking creep. So Zio went there, and during the course of something, I don't know why, she got sick. I believe it was a stroke or a heart attack, something like that. And she temporarily lost use of one of her arms and one of her legs, is my understanding. So now she's living in this like nursing home assisted facility while she like rehabilitates all of that.
Okay.
So she's on an oxygen tank and she's living in this like nursing room. It's like a 1-bedroom apartment, but clinical.
Yeah.
And she does TikTok lives, and this is why she's not as popular as Amber.
So wait, she's in a fucking hospital bed in like basically hospice care here, doing TikTok lives?
She has a hospice chair instead of the bed, so she goes to sit at her little table and chair, but yes.
Good God.
And her TikTok lives are like so... Here's the thing, Amber...
And you said she's fatter than Amber?
I think that's arguable. Amber said that Tommy was looking at people bigger than her. When I look at Amber and Zio side by side, I'm like, that's one of those photo finishes.
Yeah, all right.
But so I watched Zio's lives because I was like, oh, if Emily is more interested in Zio than in Amber, maybe there's something going on here. She literally scrolls on her phone the whole time. She sometimes has like guests on and stuff.
Honestly, I'm shocked that's something Amberlynn doesn't do. That strikes me as very Amberlynn coded content, where it's just her looking like doom scrolling and then giggling once in a while and like turning her phone around for the webcam or whatever. Like not even uploading her screen, like screen share, turning to face her phone screen to the camera. Seems like some fucking shit she would do.
So first of all, that is how she does reaction videos.
Oh, God it.
She can't.
I was trying to be uncharitable here.
She can't figure out how to do picture. She puts her laptop in front of
as mean as I try to be, the reality is worse. How is this fucking possible?
So, but no, honestly, the whole time you were saying that, I was like, I don't know if Amber does that for entertainment. Like, as chronically online as she is for her job, I don't know if she like knows websites. I don't know if she knows how to like navigate to other websites.
What does she do? Like, that's the thing. If you're not streaming, what are you're awake 16 hours a day? What is she doing when she's not sleeping?
Well, first of all, I do think that eating takes up a large portion of her day.
Yeah, it takes up a large portion of something.
And then also she does a lot of Legos. She buys these $500 Legos. And I also know she watches a ton of YouTube. So if I had to speculate, I would say on days that she doesn't go out, which is 90% of the time, she starts putting together a Lego while watching YouTube. And that's like morning to night what she does. She colors too. So there's that.
She colors. Like coloring books.
Like coloring books.
So you're telling me this is a grown woman in the 21st century, the United States of America. Happy birthday, America. She is spending her days and her oodles of money on Legos, coloring books, and doom scrolling YouTube.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. And you know what's sad? She's older than us.
That is a sad, sad existence.
I know. It's so bad. And like when she was in the LCU, people would report her being in, not like report her, but people would say that she was in the Discord for literally like 8 to 16 hours.
Holy shit.
So truly, I don't know how many like online habits she has.
Discord moderator phenotype.
I'm just saying, like, for her to be on Discord that much, because like I would not be able to do that. Like, I have other things that I would want to do, even aside from like my responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like, I'd want to break that up. Be like, okay, I'm gonna play games for a little while. I'm gonna watch YouTube. I'm gonna watch TV. I'm gonna like hang out with friends.
Like, you can't just stick glued. Well, I couldn't stick glued to a screen all damn day. Like, that's. I mean, at least not without something productive to do.
Yeah.
I mean, most of my work is done on a screen, but that's, work, and there's challenges and tasks and shit to do, not just...
Well, and somebody's paying you to do it.
Oh, yeah.
She was not getting paid in the Discord.
God, that's a depressing existence that people live like this.
Yeah. So anyways, that's basically Zio's deal. And because of the whole Paradise thing, Emily started talking to Zio more because obviously Zio was popping off. And so Emily would be like in her comments, like on just to put this into perspective for you, because I understand that it's like so hard to understand the dynamics of these girls if you're not plugged in the way that I'm plugged in.
Yeah.
This would be like if you caught me talking to a handsome guy online and told me to knock it off. So I stopped talking to him privately and instead, even though everybody knows that I am publicly in a relationship with you, started publicly commenting on his posts and things like, guess my astrological sign and like, oh, you look nice today. Like, the amount that you would be pissed and the amount that I would be, like, disrespecting you so hard. I mean...
It's blatant and all that.
Yeah, it's like, it boggles my mind. And Amber is always saying that they're in a healing era and they're, like, working things out and stuff like that. But I'm like, that is so crazy disrespectful.
Healing era. A healing era where she's talking to other, okay, I get you.
Yeah, and they only see each other in person 1 weekend a year. So it's like, what is this relationship even?
I don't even know.
But yeah, so that's Paradise. I think Zio's recovery is going really well, so I don't know how long she's going to be in there. But as far as from what I've seen, she has full use of her arms and her legs back again.
Okay.
She orders DoorDash also, like, to the nursing facility, which I thought was wild that they allow that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense if it's not like a restricted, diet environment. It's not like the emergency room, I guess, but I mean...
Yeah, but if you're in there from complications of being overweight, I just thought, like, on the one hand, it does make sense because, like you said, if you go to the ER or something, or, not the ER, if you're, like, in the hospital for something, they'll let you get food in.
Well, I mean, I was gonna make a joke and say that maybe the nurses are kind of just hoping she punches her own ticket so they don't have to deal with her anymore. But then I was thinking about, well, no, it's the Hippocratic Oath.
Hippocratical sounds so Amberlynn.
It does, yeah, no. But then I thought, well, hang on, it's not the Hippocratic Oath, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, also, Zio seems ultimately harmless. Don't come for me in the comments if there's something I don't know about her.
I was gonna say, as soon as you said, I'm already thinking, I'm guaranteeing she's like doing some nasty shit behind the scenes and it's gonna come out tomorrow.
That's true.
Delulu Diaries defending Zio. Oh no!
But her comments are generally pretty nice. I mean, her content's very boring, but people will be like, "Oh, I'm so glad you're doing better." Like, they talk about normal stuff. She seemed, aside from the fact that obviously she is of a larger size, she doesn't seem very Gorlworld coded to me. So I don't think the nurses probably mind her that much.
So personality-wise, she's normal-ish.
She's boring. I mean, it's just like, you ever met one of those people that's just like on NPC mode, like they just don't have a personality?
Yeah, there's no presence of mind there.
Yeah, that's pretty much how she is. Like, everything she talks about is very normal. She doesn't really have a lot of hot takes or anything, so either way.
She's not a big fan of Jenna, I take it?
Yeah, I would say she's probably not going to be taking Jenna's side in any arguments. But, I mean, it kind of makes...
Classic.
kind of makes sense, though, why Emily would be drawn to that. Because, Emily has a kid. And so she doesn't want to be probably with Amber right now.
I forgot Emily has a kid. What
Everyone
the hell,
forgets
man?
that.
So where is the kid in all this? And when she was living with Amber and dealing with the Snorlax Storeway situation, where was this poor kid?
So Emily does not have full custody. And she doesn't even have primary custody.
Okay, all right. Well, that's probably for the best.
So Amber did meet the kid, and we know that because they argued in front of the kid.
Fantastic.
But the kid was never put on camera. They really don't talk about the kid ever. I don't think Emily really ever brings her kid up. I think the only thing that we know about her kid is just from, like, internet sleuths.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, so Emily does have a kid, but she doesn't have majority custody, and honestly, it's really hard to tell what's going on with that situation because Emily has, I think, a police record or something. I'm not sure. Something happened between her and an ex. something happened between her and an ex where the cops were called, and I don't remember who was the aggressor in that situation.
Well, okay, I can't say that. She allegedly killed her, didn't she?
This was a different girl.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But also keep in mind that it could be to do with Emily's job, because if you're working like
as a nurse or
12-hour shifts 5-6 days a week, they're not gonna like you for custody.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know what the deal is with that, but yeah, everybody always forgets that Emily has a kid, and I always have to bring it up, and people are like, "What?"
That is wild. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But I'm like, okay, so think about it. You're dating this woman, Amber, who is like constantly calling you all the time, who, yes, is like smoking hot in your perspective, but is crazy, like constantly calling you, constantly thinking that you're cheating, constantly like
smelly,
being up your ass. Well, the smelly doesn't matter because, like I said, they only see each other twice a week, and also that's probably a pro to tell me. Like, I hate to say it. But on the other hand, now Amber has these allegations out about her Discord. You're already not having full custody of your kid. Like, do you really want to mess around with that? Because you could lose more custody of your child. You know what I mean? Like visitation and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think Zio makes perfect sense. You would go for the milquetoast option.
Yeah, someone who's a little bit more normal, a little bit less risque.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit less of a liability, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so then hopping back over to the Amberverse, things have been really boring and dry in the narrative where we're at right now, because Amber's refusing to work. Emily is like publicly flirting with Zio, but it's like...
So is she not making money on the TikTok then?
In this current... what we're talking about right now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, and in the spot that we're talking about right now, she was not making money on TikTok, because I think her first TikTok live that she made, it was reported that she made like $60 or something. So for Amber, I mean, you think about it, she's not willing to work hard for anything. Like, if she doesn't get money, she's not doing it. So I think she decided it wasn't worth enough. And she still had one more paycheck coming from the LCU. So she wasn't like dire straits for money. She had another paycheck coming. So where we're at right now, she wasn't doing anything. She wasn't working anywhere. Her cameos were like 50-50 on if she was fulfilling them. And she was getting like 1 to 2 a day. So like $50 to $100 a day.
Yeah.
So then this girl, Danielle, comes out on Oh Lordy, It's Jordy's channel.
Okay.
And she is from all the way back in Jade era, which is 2023. So waited 3 years to come out, and was literally like, oh yeah, I was one of the girls that Amber was talking to when she was trying to figure out who she was going to settle down with. And she ultimately obviously picked Emily.
Yeah.
But she literally said, like, oh yeah, I'm coming forward because things have been boring, so I figure why not? I was like, that is so crazy.
Oh, I love it.
That's like the most exciting thing she said, to be honest, because the other like quote tea that she dropped was that Emily and Jade were yelling at each other all the time, which is not news. Like, Amber had said that her and Jade had the most passionate relationship she'd ever been in, but on both sides of the spectrum. You know Amber, she's always doing shit. She like overly is everything that she's ever in. Every relationship.
All right. The mental image is leaving an aftertaste.
Every relationship has to be the most something, the better something.
The most passionate. Okay.
Keep in mind, she was with Beck for 4 years, and I think she said that they only had once in that whole time. So.
Good for Beck.
Honestly, yeah. All right, so let's move back to the timeline. So we're with Danielle. She says that Jade and Amber had a lot of arguments while they're on the phone or whatever, where Jade was yelling at Amber. We already know that Amber was being like real nasty with Jade. You remember the pushing her over like a turtle in the bathroom incident?
Yes, I do, actually.
I thought you might. That one kind of sticks with you. So yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what the relationship dynamics were like there, but Danielle basically says that they were both kind of as bad as each other from what she knows, which, keep in mind, is limited information.
Yeah.
And then really everything else she said was just the same stuff that we know. Amber always wanted to talk. Amber wanted to get serious too fast. Danielle swears up and down that she did not want to get serious. She was either engaged or married or something. So once again, Amber hooking people who are taken and accounted for. And Danielle said that she never wanted
How are you gonna be engaged to someone, presumably someone halfway normal or halfway decent? Like, if you're gonna marry someone, then I'd hope they're at least at least have a couple selling points, right? And then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cheat on you with Amberlynn Reed.
So to be fair,
what the?
Number one, Danielle said that she didn't want Amber. Granted, I don't believe her. And number two, she did say she was going through some really serious shit and struggling with a drinking problem, which I feel like accounts for a lot of behaviors in the Amberverse.
Yeah, it does.
So, she did say that she had a lot of bad shit that was culminating in this poor decision making. But at the same time, she's like, oh, I never wanted Amber like that. Amber wanted me like that. And I had told her a million times I wasn't leaving my husband. I just wanted to talk to her as friends. But then she said that even though this all happened back in 2023, she still talks to her in 2026, knowing that Amber shows her text between Amber and Danielle to Emily to make Emily jealous. But then Emily wants to talk to Zio, and Amber has issue with that.
Yeah, all these people deserve each other.
Yeah, literally. So it was just really convoluted. She, as far as I know, Danielle only came out and said stuff one time, and it was really like kind of a nothing burger, but I just thought that was worth mentioning to you, just so you know in case anything happens with that in the future. So then back in March, remember the LCU had the fat camp that everybody went to except for Amber?
Yeah.
So Amber had taken the Wegovy pill during that time. Like, she had ordered it during fat camp, and I think she started taking it in April. So that would have put us at April, May, and then this is the June recap. And in June, it was like early to mid-June, I think around the 10th-ish, she goes, yeah, I stopped taking Wegovy a couple of weeks ago. So I'm like, okay, so we're maximum 5 to 6 weeks into you taking Wegovy, and you quit a couple of weeks ago. So how long was she even on the pill?
Well, you know what I bet it is? So from what I understand, Ozempic and kind of those similar drugs, they make food not taste good, right? Or they make... Yeah.
They quiet food noise is how they market it.
Quiet food noise. So imagine she's spending $500 or let's say $300 a day on DoorDash. And the food she's getting DoorDash doesn't even taste good. So, yeah, I'd be kind of pissed. I'd probably stop taking them. I don't even know. That's...
I know what you're saying. From Amber's point of view, she probably would, because she doesn't have any sense of self-preservation. I mean, Darwin really forgot her on this one.
Yeah.
But, so, like, that's what my commenters were saying as well, that they speculated that she stopped because it took away the food noise, and because of the fact that her problem is not that she has difficulty stopping eating for a normal person reason, and it's more like a psychological thing that needs, like, therapy at the root of it, that... Obviously, it's like taking away your form of comfort, and you don't have anything to replace that with. Because, like, what does she have to be comforted by? Her pets are scared of her. She doesn't have a girlfriend who lives anywhere nearby. Her mom doesn't really like her. Like, she doesn't really have friends. I mean, we hear cases here and there of her having friends, but to me, they all sound like they're internet friends and not even really like that. So... Because, like, Danielle, for example, could be considered a friend, but she said she was only checking in, like, once a month.
Yeah, that's rough.
So, yeah, I mean, I hate to say it. I don't think that Amber should stop taking care of her health for this purpose. In fact, I actually think this is even more of a reason for her to go to inpatient, because she doesn't have anything to lose. Like, she could literally ask her mom to hold on to her pets for her, get rid of the apartment, and then she would have so much money freed up to go pay for an inpatient facility. You know what I mean? If money was the struggle for her, and that's the reason why not. Because she's not going to lose out on anything. She's not filming, which is the whole reason she said she wouldn't do it earlier, is because she couldn't film in there, so she'd have to stop working.
Well, I don't think if you're at an inpatient fat camp, I don't think they'll let you get Uber Eats 10 times a day.
Well, she can't afford it right now anyway.
Oh, okay.
Although we haven't gotten there yet. But
okay.
But yeah, so she quit.
So what's the actual news here?
I'm giving you the whole month of June.
Update. Okay.
I'm walking you through the month for people who have missed out, because a lot of people have to pop in and out because they have, like, jobs and they can't keep up with this crap.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that must be like, right?
And so...
What, you mean they don't all have wives to fill them in on the details?
A surprising number of my commenters are starting to get their husbands in on this, too. You have inspired many.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
So that's But that's what people said that they really liked about the last one is they were like, oh, I have to like hop in and out, so I need to know what goes on. I miss stuff. So even though I usually, like, even before I did YouTube, I would give you the updates on what goes on, I try to, like, get every little piece in there so that they can follow along at home.
Yeah. And if someone's listening and you are one of the aforementioned boyfriends or husbands being subjected to this against your will, one, leave a comment so I know who to apologize to. And I guess, yeah, sorry, bud.
So back at when she quit Wegovy or whatever, she said this, which I thought was so wild. It's good. Obviously, she can't say that she's quitting Wegovy because it's working too well, because then that would put the onus on her and she can't take accountability. So what she said instead was that... But so Amber's on Zoloft, which is supposed to, like, not dampen your emotions, but, like, kind of help level you out if you have BPD, which she claims that she does, bipolar. Mm-hmm. And then she said that the Wegovy was also dampening her emotions. So while she was on it, she noticed that she didn't, like, feel love for her mom or Emily anymore, and that's why she stopped it. And I was like...
That seems like a very convenient excuse.
Well, I was like, that is so crazy. Like, I can't imagine, first of all, coming on camera and being like, oh yeah, I didn't love my partner or my mom for 6 weeks because I started taking a weight loss medication. You know, I can understand if it's like a deep depression caused by something actually serious.
Yeah.
But to just be like, oh, I couldn't eat the way I wanted to. And so...
Go figure.
But then second of all... Because Amber was in that relationship with Beck for 4 years, and the whole year, 2019, Beck was on a medication that made it where they couldn't feel or process information. It was not safe for them to drive. And Amber still made them drive, made them play choosy. That was during the time that Amber was having Beck wipe them. Like...
Choosy? I'm so glad I haven't seen that, because I feel like that would just be the cringiest goddamn thing. Just from the way you described it, is why? That's not even an activity. That's just...
I mean, here's the thing.
That's like toddler shit. Not even toddler shit. That's like barely functioning brain activity there.
Well, here's the thing. People do that kind of thing. They do like brackets or whatever. And so I feel like it's kind of in the same vein as that. I feel like...
Yeah, but for like content, for like something relevant that someone cares about.
Right, but I'm saying, like, I feel like choosy, because the way that it started, supposedly, this sounds borderline normal to me. Like, I think that this makes sense. The way that it supposedly started was that it would be movie night.
Okay.
And they would have to pick a movie. And Amber would pick 3 movies and be like, okay, these are the first 2 picks. Which one do you prefer? Beck would pick, and then she'd be like, okay, this is my 3rd option. Which one do you prefer? Beck would pick, and then they would watch that movie. Which I'm like, that seems normal. I mean, usually people only do it with 2, but, you know, it's normal for somebody to pick 2 movie options and be like, which one do you prefer?
All right.
But then from there, it escalated to hours of doing choosy.
Yeah, that's the unhinged part of it. Like, yeah, I don't get it. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't want to make people feel bad, because I know some people do, like, the early stages of choosy, and I think that is normal and acceptable.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just like the eye doctor test. That's, you know, okay, A, B, what about C? You know, that's whatever. That's fine. I'm talking about the weird, the plastic bag of like trinkets or whatever the hell she's doing. Like that gets a little bit weird.
Yeah. So for her to say that she's quitting this medication that could save her life because her emotions were dampened, knowing that she made Beck go through it for a year and didn't care to say, hey, Beck, your medication looks like it's not working. Can we get you to the doctor, figure this out? Or letting Beck rest and recover and do what they needed to do. So I don't really have any sort of sympathy for Amber going through that emotional dampening.
So I've just had a quick thought here. Imagine, if you will, an alternate reality in which Amber had a couple more brain cells to rub together, right? Get a little friction going there. Mm-hmm. She gets on Ozempic or one of these, you know, miracle weight loss drugs. Doesn't tell people she's on the miracle weight loss drug. And then actually makes just like a slight, like 10% effort, and then actually in the process drops like 100 pounds. And then...
Nikocado avocados us.
Yes, exactly. And then she pulls an avocado on us, and
like how you said, like she's gonna pull a on us.
Well, and then at the end of it, after this whole saga, it's got like the nice little bookend to it. She starts as a weight loss channel, and then after 10 years of drama and nonsense, ends up maybe not skinny, but a normal size.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a wild turn of events.
You are going to love where our update ends today.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so after the Wegovy thing, she finally gets kind of back onto TikTok. She realizes she needs to do some work. So she does a couple of TikTok battles, which you're familiar with that or no?
No.
She posts her first TikTok battle or whatever, and she does no research in standard Amberlynn fashion. So basically, she comes on with the same knowledge that you have right now of how to do a TikTok battle, which is 0. And she fumbles around trying to figure it out. She can't figure it out, so she starts inviting random people up onto her TikTok. Like, she doesn't know what she's going to do. People do that all the time where they, like, invite a random person up or have TTS on and people, like, spam the N-word and stuff and get banned. So, not a good idea. But so, finally, she figures it out. And basically how TikTok battles work, and this is going to sound stupid because it is it's 3 minutes where you're on with another TikTok creator. There's a bar at the top where part of it's pink and part of it's blue, and they like represent both TikTok creators.
Okay.
And then your fans send money and gifts to you, and whoever earns the most money during the 3 minutes wins. The objective is there's no objective. People just send you money for no reason. And then if you get more money, you win. So I don't know who's participating in this or what the fun is.
The 21st century is really weird.
It's
I feel like money laundering would be really, really easy these days.
That's so true. But yeah, because like, originally I was thinking, okay, maybe this is just an Amber thing. But I remember a while ago, Jeffree Star was doing TikTok live battles and they were not much better. And Jeffree is a huge YouTuber, so like he knows how to do things. And also, Trisha Paytas's old haunt, I forget what his name is, but he used to hang out with David Dobrik. He's, like, really old. And he started begging for money on TikTok live battles and stuff like that. So I've seen multiple people just get on and basically, like, the two creators kind of, like, diss on each other. They're just insulting, and then people send money. So, obviously, Amber's not going to do the insulting portion, so it was, like, really bad to watch. But because of the nature of TikTok battles, everybody started sending the person that Amber was battling. So they would go to the other person's page and would be like, oh my gosh, ask about her cat Rarity. Ask about this, ask about that.
Oh, that's funny.
And then she had a couple of Black creators that she battled, and they were like, oh, don't forget to ask her about her racist past. It was just a really rough time for Amber. I think she did 3 to 4 days of that before she threw the towel in on the TikTok battles and just never addressed why she stopped.
Okay, understandable, honestly.
So that was bad for her, but kind of fun for me. It was really like interesting to see a new audience experience her for the first time. So then she decides she's going to post just TikToks, like just the little videos that you can upload where it's not live. Keep in mind, TikTok pays the worst out of any platform as far as I'm aware, so she's not getting a whole ton of money on these little TikToks.
Okay.
So the first one she posts is a what I eat in a day. And
did she get banned off to Facebook, or she's not in Facebook?
She's not on Facebook, she's not on Kick, she's not on Twitch, but she could be on any 3 of them.
So it seems like Facebook seems to make people money these days.
Yeah, Facebook makes a lot of money, and there's a huge Amber crowd on Facebook, honestly.
Huh.
If it wasn't so annoying to upload to Facebook, I would.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so she has options still. So she posts these what I eat in a day, and the thing is, she comes on and she looks miserable. She says she just quit Wegovy. Like this is a couple of weeks after she quit Wegovy, but she said she quit Wegovy because she wasn't feeling good. She felt miserable on it because she was getting like a double dose of mood dampening because of the Zoloft and the Wegovy.
Oh no.
So then she comes back on after she's quit the Wegovy, and she's apparently feeling so much better, and the like love is back in her life, and she just looks like spiritually dead eating this food. I have never seen Amber not enjoy food as much as she did in this video. But yeah, so she's, like, not looking happy, and, like, the stuff she's eating, man, for her to be, like, somewhere between 5 and 700 pounds, which I know is like a large gap, but people think different things. For her to be somewhere between 5 and 700 pounds, you would think she would have picked up a cooking skill somewhere down the line. She had like, you know, that canned hash or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
She had like a huge bowl of that. It looks like a dog bowl. It's
Yeah.
like a white ceramic tall edged bowl.
It looks like dog food, yeah.
And she put 2 cans in there of that. She didn't admit to 2 cans, but based on the fact that it's like a salad serving
Definitely
bowl.
2 cans.
Definitely 2 cans. And she microwaved it. There was no char on it at all. And then she has a bowl of cereal, same bowl, and it's filled to the top with like a bunch of whole milk, which, like, you know, me and Mr. Delulu drink whole milk because like the other stuff tastes like watered down. I'm not a milk drinker in general, but if I'm having a bowl of cereal, I'll use whole milk or whatever. So I'm not judging her completely on the whole milk, but if you're going to be drinking that much milk, I mean, gosh, it had to be at least a pint of milk that she poured in that thing. It was so bad.
What kind of cereal was it?
Captain Crunch.
Okay, so normal-ish cereal at least. All right, whatever.
Well, it's still pretty sugary. I mean,
Yeah.
what would you consider not normal cereal?
Well, this is Amber, so honestly, I was halfway expecting like cereal topped with bacon bits, or like she mashes up Reese's to have like Reese's Puffs squared or some shit like that. I don't know.
That would be really fun. She could get some ideas from you on how to rage bait.
Yeah, no, it's a sad existence.
It really is. I mean, when I don't think about all the bad she's done, I do feel bad for her.
Yeah, no, but I do feel. I mean, that's the thing is like, that just sucks, man.
Well, you know what they say, karma's a cat. Okay, so anyways, she clearly like was not enjoying eating anymore. She posted 2 of those, and then she took another short break from posting on TikTok. During this time, she gets, you're not going to believe this, added back into the LCU Discord as an intern.
As an intern? Okay, all right.
So interns are unpaid. And you'll remember, she got kicked off the LCU and Keemstar had to delete a bunch of videos, or at least private them, because she appeared in them. And that goes... People don't like to say ban evading. She wasn't technically banned, but it's basically ban evading. She's not allowed to get paid on the platform of YouTube when she's demonetized, whether it's on her channel or another channel.
Ah, okay.
So now, at this point in the timeline, she's an unpaid intern in the LCU. So everybody's like speculating, is she getting paid for work on Discord? Wink, wink, wink. And then she appears for free on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or, you know, what's going to happen. Also, she got demonetized back in May, which means 3 months from May is August. So we're coming up on her potential ability to get remonetized on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
So speculation is/was that Amberlynn will be back in the LCU. However, there were a couple of bumps in the road on that. After Amber goes back onto the LCU, Emily deletes all of her pictures of Amber on Instagram. And then she changes her Instagram and her TikTok profile to be just her instead of her and Amber. So where everybody's like, okay, well, there's trouble in paradise, you know? And then she starts talking more publicly to Zio online and stuff. So I didn't really care to follow it too closely because they like break up and get back together all the time. So I was like, whatever, you know, I didn't really think too much of it.
Yeah.
But then I found out Zio is going to the LCU.
Oh, no.
Is that not crazy?
So, I can't imagine that's an accident.
I don't think so. And in fact, I think that they are creating storylines.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're stirring the pot in the hopes that someone does something crazy and they have more shit to talk about. Yeah.
Correct.
I respect it. I respect the moves
hustle.
here. Yeah.
So anyways, I don't think that this was part of the plan, but a host on the show LCU Fire started going after Amber. I don't know if this was before or after Zio was assigned to be on Fire. I think it was before. So the host of LCU Fire starts going at Amber in the Discord about her Discord that had all of the child stuff going on in it.
Yeah.
And so it got so bad that Amber just left. Like, people were like, oh my gosh, you're acting like a PDF file. And you've done all this nasty stuff, not only on your Discord, but also with that 15-year-old girl way back when. Which, just to clarify, so that nobody says I'm lying on Amber's name, the weird stuff being allowing Nick to be around Libby and putting Libby online, knowing that Libby was taking a shower, even though no nudity was shown, as well as having Libby show off a bikini online. So that's the weirdness.
Towing lines in ways that you really ought not to.
Right. Just not like the kind of practical sense that a adult would use when a minor is involved.
A failure of judgment, a failure of good judgment, which, to be fair, is perfectly in line with Amberlynn's character.
Correct. So people were bringing that up. People were bringing up the Discord stuff. And the thing is, I think that Amber doesn't think she did anything wrong in any of those circumstances. Because if you think about it, Amber is, like, emotionally stunted to the point where she, like, really does get along with 15 to 20-year-olds very well, because she still has that kind of mentality, you know, not taking any accountability into, like, things like Legos and coloring and stuff like that.
I mean, honestly, she would probably have a very thought out conversation with a toddler. So yes.
Yeah, so I don't think that Amber thinks that anything she did with Libby was wrong. I think she thinks that was just, like, girl fun.
Yeah.
And then I don't think that she really thinks the Discord's that serious, because when she addressed it, she literally said, oh, people are just doing this to get back at me, as if there's not, like, real victims involved and that kind of thing. So, like, you know, just a tasteless take, but whatever. So she left the Discord, and then she returned back to TikTok. She posted 4 what I eat in a days. Like, she broke up one day into 4 videos, which obviously is because you don't get paid very much for those videos. So she was like, oh, I can make 4 videos in one day. And then she got mass reported for eating in a way that is not a way that you should be eating.
Oh, like encouraging,
yeah. Encouraging, yeah.
That's too funny.
And she came back saying she was on a diet. So I think, and a lot of my commenters said as well, that she came back and thought that she could show herself eating these huge portions, but say that she was dieting in order to skirt around that, because it's not a mukbang if you're dieting, if you're, like, showing how to lose weight.
That is too funny.
But on top of that, I suspect, I don't know how many people buy into this, the way that she was eating on camera, I suspect that she is trying to toe both lines. I think she's trying to create...
Don't tell me she's, like, trying to appeal to the people, or is she?
I think she's trying to create content that can go either way to see what attracts an audience. Because she did things like she bit into an orange and went, oh, I made it squirt. So, yeah, that tells me one thing. And then she's also giving weight loss tips. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, like, you would love this plate of just regular vegetables. And if you like black pepper, add it. That gives it a real kick. So I think she's trying to combine both of those two things, which are naturally at odds with each other, to see what her audience responds to more. If it's more people in Emily's community being like, oh yeah, I love this, do Arby's, or if it's more people being like, hey, try these health swaps and that'll help you out, and then just migrating to whatever's going to pay better, is my opinion. However, like I said, she got reported. So she got reported for all of that stuff, immediately scrapped the 4 videos a day thing, and then she posted 2 more what I eat in a days, one of which I have not seen yet, but the one that I did see was, like, very much the same content, and she looked so sad in that video. And I think that's a combination of the fact that she is pretty much gonna get banned on TikTok. It hasn't happened yet, but because of all the reports, she got restricted, meaning she can't show up on the For You page anymore. And
that didn't take long.
No, it really didn't. And I know that you don't know that much about TikTok, but you know that the way they do it is just the scrolling.
Yeah, so the news for this week is she's back on TikTok and she's off of TikTok. So yes. That's the summary. All right, well, damn.
That's pretty much it. And the thing is, remember when you were like, oh man, it'd be so great if she, like, Nikocado avocado does?
Oh, yeah.
She came back to tell us she's at her highest weight again. Which, if you know anything about Amberlynn, she always minimizes. So if she's saying she's back at her highest weight, she's definitely at a new high.
Wow. All right. Weight loss channel. Got it. 10-4.
So we're going to see what happens.
When your normal meal is banned for encouraging... yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have to see what happens. But my speculation for August is that I think... So back when Amber was on the LCU the first time, there was LCU Bus, which had Amber. And then Keem made his own detractor channel, LCU Glass. So he had two shows that were at odds with each other. I think he has invited Zio on. So now we're going to have Zio on a show. I think he's going to invite Amber on another show because both girls are flirting with Emily.
Yeah.
And I think that that's going to be kind of the draw is like shitting on Amber and going to Zio and being like, Zio, don't get with Emily. She's like this or whatever. Because Zio doesn't want anything to do with Emily, but she keeps engaging with her because money, you know?
Okay. All right.
And then the last little piece of tea is that, and this is what makes me think that the LCU is involved, because this is like, there's too much mud in the water. Fupa, remember Fupa Cheese?
Horrible name. Continue.
Fupa is a host on the LCU. So I'm trying to like make this clear for you because I know you don't really know the players. So Fupa is a host in the LCU, as is Tech and Foxy. So Tech and Foxy were on Bus, and Foxy had received pictures from Fupa of images from Zio and Emily's DMs. You following along?
Yep, I'm following.
Okay. Amber found out about the DMs between Zio and Emily, and Zio started saying that it was bullshit that her DMs were getting leaked. And so she doesn't want to work with Fupa anymore, which I think Fupa is on Fire, which is where Zio was supposed to be assigned. So now Zio is in the LCU, but doesn't technically have a show yet. So she's basically like pre on it. She hasn't appeared yet, but she's like contracted to appear.
Yeah.
So now we don't know where Zio is going to go or if she's going to back out. Emily's flirting with both girls. Amber is back up for remonetization in August. So I think that they're creating this Fupa Zio drama in order to push back Zio joining until August. I think Keemstar has paid Amber a retainer, which is why she's not working anywhere. So she will then also appear in August, and then they'll be able to have their rivalry show. Or put them both on the same show so that there's like drama on the same panel. All
right. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like, I guess Keem's probably got to figure it out. He knows how to pit people against each other.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, all right.
Also, congratulations to Keemstar, who just got married this weekend. I know people don't really like his relationship with Brantley, but I think that a wedding is fun regardless. So congratulations to him. I hope Brantley knows what she's doing. Do you have any final thoughts on the updates?
All right, I'm tapping out.
Amber probably will be following suit soon with the way she's eating.
All right.
All right, if you guys made it this far, you already know. Stay Delulu, but not that Delulu. Catch you in the next one.